Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 6.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The numbers for Rice in last week's ball game.
4 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Micah Parsons.
He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're gonna look to throw.
Valdez-Scantling.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Traymon Smith. And he returns this to the 22. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22. Off-play action. Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
The Broncos hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Once again, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties that didn't.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs
under pressure. They got him again.
Micah Parsons
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's out right at the 25.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
But ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards the pickup there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll be brought down by... It's a sack.
Micah Parsons.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last two drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 37.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He'll buy some time right.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson rolling to his right. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. On a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Mostert. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A huge play there for Denver, and even 50 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. This is Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Second down and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were in the hurry up, maybe got going a little too fast.
And sometimes that's the danger of going to that type of a system, is that...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Raheem Mostert
with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on third and inches.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Caught. Kelce, left side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with that last... touchdown. I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to get the football back at their own 17. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Marvin Mims
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Broncos are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 62 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Mostert is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. It got his man complete. Now he's loose again, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here's 1st down. Here's Mahomes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a 2nd and 10.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Denver, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss here will move them back to 500